talking about anybody specifically. A lot of the people doing these sort of things are incredibly good people. I think they're just trying to do, they're people I like. They're trying to do the very best that they can. But when you watch truth channels regarding the thing that's going on now, they'll talk about lawsuits or bringing, I don't know, this is not my area, court injunctions or motions, or like it relates back to the Q thing. Remember the Q thing with the sealed indictments, and Hillary's going to go to jail? Well, there's the same talk about bringing, what's going on now, crimes against humanity. So there's motions in the courts to go after certain politicians or leaders, and I just shake my head at this. Have we learned nothing? I mean, have we learned nothing? You cannot to fight back. All right, this does relate to worry about yourself. Worry about yourself, and it's worry about yourself is not selfish. All right, you cannot fight back, quote end quote, fight back by going into their systems to ask for or beg for remedy against what they're doing to us from their systems. See, going into their courts. So who created the court? The sick system that basically created this entire deceptive reality that's here to screw over a human being and keep a human being from what it really should understand about itself. So they created the society, the governments, the systems, the politics, the prisons, the courts, but you want to go into that system to seek remedy. What? What? I think it's like being beaten up by the Hell's Angels. Like you opened your car door and it knocked into the fender and they came out, and it's like, when Anthony Michael Hall and those two kids sat down at the card table, it's in 16 Candles, and the card castle fell, and they're like, so here you get beaten up by the Hell's Angels, and like, well, what are you going to do? Well, they beat the crap out of me for putting a little nick in the fender of the motorcycle. I hear the Hells Angels has a meeting, a chapter meeting, every Monday night. I'm going to seek remedy. I'm going to go in to the chapter meeting and seek remedy with the Hells Angels. See, it doesn't work. You can't seek remedy. This relates back to when people, again, these are no mention of no names. These are great people I like, people I'd like to have a beer with, people that want the best for all of us. But it relates back to the whole Gemstone University stuff, and petitioning for your sovereignty. And I don't know, some people might do this for a true sovereign citizen standpoint, but others too, so they don't have to pay certain taxes. Separating from the legal fiction, separating from the straw man. See, the reason that doesn't interest me in any way, guys, is it's like the same thing as the example I just outlined. It's using legal maneuverings. Well, are you legally maneuvering kind of on your own, and are you using their systems? Are you petitioning their government? You're waiting for a reply from them. You're seeking some sort of legal remedy that they'll stamp. So even if they send you the paperwork you need, so you don't have to pay a certain tax, or you just got out of 20 years of parking tickets, or whatever it may be, or their court system has no jurisdiction over you, it's still, in terms of ultimately understanding the power to understand what you need to understand about yourself, it's a metaphysical transformation. You're still waiting for something that's they stamp to come back. It might be a win, but inside their game. You're still inside their octagon. You're still inside their arena. Okay, maybe you get out of it. You don't have to pay this tax or whatever, but what is that? Okay, that's a win for your ability to navigate this material world. I think most of us want to spiritually separate. Spiritually, that's all that matters over the next trillions and trillions of years, all that ever was and will be after this existence, because we're immortal beings. I don't care to navigate this place any better. I want to withdraw from it. So, this is where completely understand what these folks are doing much more than somebody that would think they could bring a lawsuit against Boris Johnson or something through the go into their court systems over these crimes against humanity. That just doesn't make any sense. You're like, well, that's something that's first grade truth, knowing that just can't happen. Their own systems aren't going to punish their own. Anyway, we've been over that a million times. But still, you understand why I link them together. It's still petitioning master. I don't, I don't want to petition master to be able to navigate. Well, Matt, don't you understand? If you don't completely separate from your straw man and your legal fiction, then they have more claws in you at the moment of your death. I don't believe that. It's what you believe. It's all what you completely manifest for yourself. If you believe that I need to do all this legal maneuvering and legal wrangling, with send letters to the Secretary of State of the state of this and all this stuff coming, I'm waiting for this to come back, and then I've got to get it notarized, and it's going to go over here. If you think you need all that to where it somehow has some kind of metaphysical hold on you, potentially going into your death, because you have to separate from the straw man. And I know people are like, hey, don't put words in our mouth. You don't understand this issue enough. I hear you. I hear you. Not everybody that does that thinks that it's related, that you need to separate from legal fiction or straw man per, the essence of your soul or spirit at death. Okay, it's not. Of course, not everybody is going to go there, and maybe I shouldn't have hinted at that. But it just once you understand certain things about yourself, okay, then that's all that matters. I don't need to do any of that stuff going into their system. So you see what I'm saying? And I guess it's just, I'm not going to be any more clear than I've already been. So I might as well get off the topic.